Hey, what's up, fish tank people? It's Rod coming at you with another video. Today I'm going to do a how-to video on microworms. I had a question from Derek on one of my videos, and I figured it'd be easier just to do a video than to type it all out. Maybe help somebody else out. In any case, what you're going to need for a microworm culture, for use for feeding small fish and fry, is basically you're going to need obviously a culture, which you can obtain from a friend or eBay. It does handle well in the in the transit or whatever. But if you can get it local, faster is always better, right? Plus free is always better. But in any case, culture, plain 100% oatmeal, and brewer's yeast, like this stuff. Basically, you want to add your, I pick a small sandwich container. You want to add your oatmeal to the container. And then add a little drop of water to it. Basically, in about 30 seconds, it's going to absorb much of that water. And then you add another little bit of water. Basically, what you want is almost like a thick gravy consistency, okay? Not too runny, not too dry. And then keep an eye on it. Check it in about an hour or so to make sure it hasn't absorbed too much water. If it's too dry, it won't produce. If it's too wet, it won't produce so much. So once you find that happy medium in your own experience, you'll know what I'm talking about. But basically, we put our oatmeal in, we put our water in, then we're going to add a little bit of yeast, about a quarter teaspoon, okay? Or you can just basically give a generous sprinkle along the top, which is what I generally do. Then add your culture to the mix. You can just plop it in there and it's fine, or you can take a spoon and just kind of mix it in. It's up to yourself. I generally just throw it in. And then wait anywhere from 3 days to a week before your harvest. You're basically going to see like this consistency. Okay, you can see in this area right here, this is some of the worms that have migrated to the sides of the container and will basically keep traveling up. It's very important that your lid has multiple holes in it. Okay, you can use a sharp pinpoint to make all the little holes so that the mixture can breathe. You can also make a small hole about the diameter of a dime to a nickel and just place a bit of pillow stuffing, polyfill, in the hole to prevent any insects from entering your media. This stuff is great for small fry. Absolutely all I use. I don't deal with brine shrimp. I find it to be too much of a hassle. This stuff, make it, leave it, forget about it. As long as it's in cool storage, not like the refrigerator, but just kind of in a cupboard or whatnot inside your fish room is perfect. In order to prevent it from actually crashing, what I generally do is once you have your mix, okay, let's pretend that this is already got its culture and stuff in it, but basically what I do is I just take some oatmeal and I just, don't not throw it on the floor, but basically I just throw it in and I sprinkle all along the top so that I can no longer see the wet mix, old mix that was there. So you basically give it a nice covering and just enough to cover it, and then I add more yeast to it, and then that will replenish the system, okay? So that's all you have to do. And once you get to the very top, or close to the top, then it's time to get another container. Just grab a tablespoon out of it, or a teaspoon, whatever, add it to your new container, such as this one, and you're good to go again, okay? I'm not sure if I'm forgetting anything, but it's really that simple. In any case, any questions, feel free to ask.